My wife was a bright person. Bright red hair, green eyes, and a fairly tall IQ. Against her background, I was even lost. An average height, thin, average young man. Before Camila appeared in my life, I didn't know any kind words. My long-term relationships never went beyond 6 months. 4 years after the wedding, she gave me a wonderful daughter. A copy of herself, by the way. Pregnancy did not affect the appearance of the spouse. She remained just as well-groomed and beautiful. And to be honest, she even took out the garbage at the parade. However, even though she was a blonde, my faithful had been learning something for as long as she lived. Having an accountant's degree in her hands, why did she decide to graduate from a hairdresser's course? And the endless refresher courses were incredibly annoying. I didn't understand why she needed to study so much. While on maternity leave, she managed to get a second higher education and became a certified lawyer. Thanks to her good education, she got a job in a small company, where just a month later she received the position of head of the department. That's when it started. Apparently, after sitting on maternity leave, or maybe she wanted new sensations, she started chatting on Skype with some young man. How they found each other remains a mystery, but the bottom line is that his wife worked in the same firm. My faithful first agreed to meet her, then encouraged me to go to a nightclub with the 4 of us. She described in vivid colors what a good family we were, that we were not interrupted by friends. What was my surprise when I saw the couple? A gray mouse, and he was a fit, athletic athlete. Next to him, I seemed like a teenager. We ordered a table, and the evening began with hot dishes, salad, and drinks. My wife chatted sweetly with her new acquaintance. They had a lot of common topics. I mostly stayed silent, as did the gray mouse, whom we'll call Mila. I was pretty fed up with everything, so I invited my wife to dance. Her response surprised me. "Honey, invite Mila. I want to talk. She misses you." The dance floor was on the first floor, and we were resting on the second. Taking Mila by the hand, I dragged her away with a smile to dance. In my heart, I was indignant about my wife's incomprehensible behavior, but now we were back. My wife kissed the jock on the cheek and didn't even notice our arrival. The gray mouse and I stood in silence, but when I started touching my wife's hand, I couldn't stand it. I grabbed a bottle from the table and hit her on the head. The force of the blow shattered her eyebrow, but the bottle did not break. The guards ran up, wanted to call the police, but the girls settled the matter, and we were kicked out of the club. The evening faded away. Returning home, my wife said, "I do not know why I did it. I didn't think I was capable of this. Please forgive me. I love you." A confused look and a sense of guilt did the job. I believed her. We began to live as if nothing had happened. I loved her very much. After the nightclub, we only ran into the strange couple at the mall once. They acted as if nothing had happened. Camila began to change after that. She carefully looked after herself and went to work as if it were a holiday, but she did not give reasons for distrust. A couple of months passed, and my spouse was sent on a business trip for 7 days. We called each other every day. I was aware of what she was doing, and at the end of the week, I dialed her number in the evening as usual. No one answered. I called 20 times, but no one picked up the phone. I couldn't find a place. Then suddenly, I heard a man's voice on the phone, completely unfamiliar to me. "Hello, where's mine?" I shouted into the phone. I was answered in a calm baritone. "She's in the shower. She can't come to the phone." After that, the phone was hung up. Those 3 words tormented me in my soul, and I wondered who was talking to me. I dialed the number once more, but the phone was turned off. That night, I couldn't sleep. My wife arrived in the morning, and I immediately understood from her eyes. She did not deny it. She said that she had finally met a man who doesn't stand still and develops. A month later, we divorced. It turned out that she was having an affair with the head of the delivery department. For the past 2 months, I've been jealous like a fool. Camila got married again, and I see my daughter on weekends. I really miss her. What a life lesson I learned. Never say goodbye, even if it's just innocent correspondence. Don't waste time and nerves living alone.